The text solution to this video is available on videogcse.com. Question 3a. The mountain Coniston Old Man is 803 meters high to the nearest meter. What is its smallest possible height? And 3b. The lake Coniston Water has an area of 4.9 kilometers squared. Work out this area in meters squared. Try these questions now, pause and unpause if you don't know how to continue or when you want to check your answer. This first question, this mountain is 803 meters high to the nearest meter. That means that it may have been rounded from another value, and we are being asked what's the smallest possible value that would round to 803. Well, we're told it's rounded to the nearest meter, so we will have to look at this one smaller, which is half meters, if you like, or a tenth of a meter. So 803 is going to be rounding from between 802.5 to 803.5. If we're asked to find the smallest possible height that will round to 803, so if you already know how to round, all this is doing is working backwards. If we had a value of, let's say, 802.49, let's say, and we were rounding this to the nearest meter, well, this 2 is the meter units, so we would have to look to the number to the right. If it's 5 or more, we'll round up. If it's 4 or less, we'll keep this the same. It's 4 or less, so we'll be keeping this part the same, rounding down, and it will just be 802. We need the value that will round to 803. So I said this needs to be 5 or more to round up to 803. So we can see that this here needs to be 5, and this is the smallest possible number that will round up to 803. Any smaller, like this one over here, and it'll round down to 802. So our answer is 802.5 meters. Part B, the lake. Okay, so it has an area of 4.9 kilometers squared. Work out this area in meters squared. The two important things here, it says area and then it says kilometers squared. So you have to, so area is to do with length times width. It's to do with squares and rectangles. This says 4.9 kilometers squared. And you might think, well, there's 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer, so all I need to do is multiply this by 1,000. Actually, as you know about area, length times width, it's 2D, it's two things being multiplied, and you can that I remember that because it's to the power of 2 kilometers squared, meters squared with the little 2. So instead of having to multiply this kilometers by 1,000 to turn it into meters, you have to multiply kilometers squared by 1,000 times 1,000 to turn it into meters squared, because you have to remember 1,000 times 1,000, that's 1,000 multiplied twice, and it's to the power of this little 2. That's how I remember it. So I'll write down 1,000 times 1,000. That's equal to, and I'll just put a 1 and count all my zeros. Well, I've got 6 zeros altogether, so I'll just write 6 zeros altogether, and then I shall write that again with my 6 zeros, 4, 5, 6, and I'm multiplying that by my 4.9 kilometers squared to convert it to meters squared. And to do this, you can just put your pen where the decimal point is at the moment and count spaces to the right. for how many zeros there are. In this case, we've got 6 zeros. So I'm going to start here at the decimal point, and I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so I'm going to write 4, 9, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So I've got 5 zeros. I would have had 6, but I had one number after the decimal point, and that's my answer, this very big number here. That is, I think, 4,900,000 meters squared. If you got question 1 correct, give yourself 1 mark. If you got question 2 correct, give yourself 2 marks.